Hi everyone, it's Matt from Greatness Every Day, and in this video I'm excited to share with you the 10 jobs that you can start doing right now while working from home. And I also want to say that this is video number 5 in our working from home video series. The rest of that playlist is available to watch after you check out this whole video. And I really believe that when you watch this video, you're going to get a lot of value from it because I have experience in 9 of these 10 areas. I want to help you. I want to share with you some insights, some tips and tricks, but ultimately when you watch this video, I really want to make sure that you're able to take 1 or 2 or 3 different areas that might interest you, that might pique your interest, and then you can go ahead and look at the different areas further and see what you can do with it in your life. So at the same time, I do have coaching available in these different areas, so I'll leave the link down below to check that out, and I appreciate it. But to begin, I think it's important to really look at the idea of why someone would want to really add a job while working from home or working from anywhere at that point. So there's a few different reasons I can think of. Number 1 is people might have lost their job, or people might be looking at adding another income. And this is a great way to do it. You can do this stuff as I've done while working outside of your full-time job. So your weekends, your evenings, anywhere like that. You're really able to go through whenever you can make time for this and work on it when you please, depending on how you set it up. So that's a benefit. Number 2 is ultimately, I say working from home. You can work from literally anywhere that you want to with these different things, really leveraging the power of the internet. So there's a lot of potential out there. There are many other benefits as well. It could involve a lifestyle change. It could involve anything else, but there's plenty of potential out there. And I also want to comment that with this, really all of these options, you can scale these up from anywhere from a smaller, just a couple $100s a month, into something that is into the thousands, 10,000s, or even more per month. And that really is possible. So I've seen many people do it. I'm excited to kind of share with you a little bit about my journey to doing that. So here we go. So number 1, the very first job that I think you can do while working from home is what I'm going to call an e-commerce specialist. So e-com specialist. And what this term is right now, there are so many people that have, before this situation we're currently going through, there are so many people out there that really wanted to make sure that they established an online presence. But there are still a lot of businesses, a lot of personal brands, a lot of companies that really haven't gone through and said, hey, we need to get clear on the strategy that we have through the internet, through online. What we do, bringing it online. And I believe that people in the next few years are really going to be searching out e-commerce specialists. And what they do is essentially they might use something like Shopify or WooCommerce or another platform that they create to really take your business, to take your service, whether it's a product, a good, or a service, and really just turn it into an online option so people are able to go and purchase it online. Because whether you're a local business, whether you're a national business, or whether you're an international business, everybody is doing things through the internet, and that's really where the growth is. So I believe there's going to be a huge demand for e-commerce specialists in the next few years. And at the same time, there are not a lot of people that really have this skill. So if you are able to learn the skills, offer a service that delivers quality service and a quality result for your clients, this is something that is going to be great. Again, you can do it from anywhere you want to in the world. You can scale that up from something you just take on part-time. You can also scale that up to something that really replaces your full-time income. And for me, I can talk about that a little bit, where I went through and I had the option to upgrade my qualifications at work. It would take some time, obviously, some energy, and also some money to go back to school for part of that. And really, that would result in a certain amount pay increase per year, but that amount would be fixed. And so for me, I was like, I could do that, spend my time, my energy, my money working towards that, or I could invest my time, energy, and money into something else that might be something I enjoy more, and it also might be something that really can bring in more income than I would have that fixed rate happen. So this is kind of why I've gone into creating an internet business as well as services. So that might be something to think about about as you go through. That is number one, an e-commerce specialist, a huge demand about to see happen, especially as we're coming out of this situation that we're going through right now and into the next few years, something I believe. Number two, we could say is an influencer, a social media influencer, but really what I'm going to look at here is specifically a YouTuber. YouTuber for me is kind of the top platform because I really believe that out there are many great ways to connect with an audience and serve your purpose, whatever that purpose is, but video is one of the most powerful ways to do that. So YouTube is a great platform for a few reasons. Number one is really ultimately you're connecting with people, and those connections might be more authentic. You get to know somebody a little bit better, I believe, through video, through watching and hearing the person speak and talk and move and teach or entertain or whatever their purpose is. That's number one. Number two is really you can take whatever your passion is and turn that into something that you can leverage for exposure. You can leverage it for money. You can leverage it for whatever your purpose is. That is another reason I like YouTube as a platform. And the third reason is really with YouTube, you've got the second biggest search engine in the world. Obviously Google being the first one, but YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world that people are able to find your videos. So you're not able to only reach your certain network, you're actually able to reach people, many people like you watching this video where I haven't connected with you before, or you might have found it because it was recommended to you, or you searched up 10 jobs that you can work from home at, and you found this video. So YouTuber is number two with that. Number three, I'm going to say is a coach. Coach and or consultant. And there's a lot of people really taking what they do through consulting or coaching, a specialized skill. It could be something related to software. It could be related to a language. It could be whatever. They're taking their offline practice and bringing it online because that allows them now to reach, instead of their local environment, again, an even bigger global environment. And from the consumer's perspective, that's a great thing because for me, I might be looking for coaching in a different type of area than I have available to me in my area. So let's throw out something like cybersecurity, right? I might not have an expert in my area, depending on where I live, that is able to really mentor me and give me the expertise that I want to in that specific area of cybersecurity. So I might go onto the internet, I might hire a coach or a consultant that is able to teach me those lessons and get a higher quality instruction than I might in my local area. So that is a big one. Coaching and consulting is available in whatever area you have expertise in. I've yet to find one that isn't going to be able to work with an online business. So coaching and consulting is definitely something to consider depending on your skill set. So that is number three. Number four has been around for a while. We've got blogger. So creating a blog, creating an online blog. Again, the themes and topics can vary to whatever your interests are. And obviously there is a huge network and a huge demand for blogs that are out there. I know people that are making $10,000 a month with their blog. I know people that are going ahead and making $100,000 a month with their blog, all by creating simple articles. Again, once those articles are up, you are able to leave them up. People will consistently be finding those articles. So we talk about evergreen content a little bit for those of us that are content creators. That content stays up there and lasts a very long time, rather than something on YouTube like a vlog, for example. If you're traveling the world, you're vlogging, really the shelf life for that video would be a week for the most of the videos to come in. But something that is teaching or that is writing or entertaining, for example, like certain blog articles, website articles, is something that's going to last for a very long time and be applicable to you regardless of when you see it, most likely. So that is another option, a blog. Number five is actually going through creating and selling your own products. And this, out of all these options, is actually the stage that I'm currently going through my monetization plan. Is I have some products. I have some products I have created. The beautiful thing is it didn't cost me anything to create those products. They're shipping to me right now as we speak, and I'm excited to see how those look. Eventually, you'll be able to go onto my website, into our store section, and actually purchase these products that are going to provide value to the consumer. So I'm excited to get those done. And really, you can set this up a few different ways. You could go ahead and find a local distributor, which is good, depending on what your beliefs are, depending on the values that you have for your company. That might be the option that you take. And at the same time, going ahead and selling a product might be something that you think a little bit more nationally or internationally, maybe where the best provider or source for your product would be, and how do you want to distribute that. So there are products that you can sell, again, really going ahead and selling something smaller, something lower ticket, in your local area. There's an option to jump online and create a process that can do that for you. Or you might want to go ahead and sell higher ticket things to a more global audience. So products is a huge world that you can get into very easily, depending on some of the softwares that you use. I think of some basic things that you can do right now would be to go on and create a t-shirt or a mug with platforms like Teespring, Printful, and some other ones. There's plenty of options out there. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to print and actually produce an inventory of product before you have demand for that. It's really print on demand, and there are plenty of options with that and a lot of potential for that, because you see people on the internet that are making tens of thousands of dollars a month selling cat mugs. Like, it's crazy when you actually think about it. So there is a great potential for that one as well. I would suggest doing some research into the different platforms that you might be using. I have had some good experiences with certain platforms, and I've had some absolutely horrible experiences with platforms as I've been going through and really working to create some products for me to offer to my network and my audience. So just do some homework with that. And if you have any questions about which ones work best, send me a DM on Instagram and I'd be happy to answer that one for you. So that is number 5. Number 6, we've got affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing. And what affiliate marketing is essentially you are going through and selling somebody else's product on their behalf. And when you do sell that product, you're going to make a commission off that. And there are plenty of ways and plenty of programs to get started with affiliate marketing. I would say that the most common one is through Amazon Associates. And they've had a lot of changes recently with what we're currently going through that have changed the percentages that somebody like me, a creator, or somebody that's able to reference a product and promote a product would actually make. So always be checking up on those percentages, on the rates that you as a creator would get or as an affiliate would get. But the Amazon Associates is more lower ticket items. So something, for example, me, quite often whenever I do a book review, I go in and I leave the affiliate link to the book on Amazon where people can click through. Doesn't cost you as a consumer anything extra, but because I've referred you to that book, I'm going to make a slight commission. And that's something that you can start literally right now by going in, signing up for an account. You can go in also and sell higher ticket items through different platforms, or maybe it's somebody you know that has a coaching plan that's out there available that somebody could go buy. Maybe if it's a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 coaching plan, you might make something like $500 for every sale or reference that you make to somebody. So affiliate marketing has a plenty of potential through videos, through blogs, through email lists. There's a lot of different ways you can go ahead and take advantage of affiliate marketing. Both low ticket and high ticket items is something to consider. So that's number 6. Number 7 is one of my favorite ones, and that is an online course. And this is really how I got into the world of, let's say, business, where I was injured from my training that I was doing, and I had all this time on my hands, and I didn't have anything to do. So all of a sudden, I was like, hey, I've got this great idea. I'm going to make an online course, and I used the platform Udemy. At that time, I'm going to make an online course that shows teachers how to use an app in their classroom. And I went through, I made that available for free for a while, but then I also sold it and sold quite a few entries to that online course. Got some great feedback by the students that were in the course, but as well from the company that eventually found my course that created that app. So that was very encouraging for me. This is one of the next ways that I'm looking at monetize what I do, because an online course is potential. Your market is global now. You can talk about whatever you want, whether it's software related, you're teaching a language, you're teaching anything. There is a potential out there, and I would really encourage you to go into something like Coursera, or go on to Udemy, or go into Teachable and look at the different course options that are available to really inspire what you might want to go ahead and create. And there are benefits, there are pros and cons to each of the different platforms as well. So go check out those different options and make sure you do your homework. That's pretty easy to set up, given the current platforms that I just named. And something that I would really encourage you, if you are thinking about it, you can go ahead and take advantage of that, because it was beautiful. I can still remember, and I talk about this a little bit, selling my first course, and I actually sold it when I was asleep. So when I woke up to see that day, that was really, really cool. So that is an online course. Number 8 is the one area on this list that I don't have experience in on my own, and that is Amazon FBA. So fulfillment by Amazon, where you have a product that you are able to source, you're able to collect inventory, store your inventory, and you are able to go ahead and sell that product through a platform like Amazon, or maybe it's a different platform like Shopify. But FBA is a great opportunity for people out there. In fact, I know people that are regularly making $10,000, $50,000 a month just by selling their product, because they're buying it at such a discount. They're able to turn it over and create a higher markup. That is something you can do. People are also out there making, some of the top people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just by selling products on the internet, which is amazing to me. This is the one area that I know a little bit about, but I do not personally have experience in that area. So eventually, as I go through and I grow up my business, this could be something that I consider, but I'm really focusing more on providing services that are in line with my brand, with my vision as I grow that, rather than just making money online. So that's why that's the one area that I do not have experience in currently. So number 8 is FBA. Number 9, we say, is freelance. So freelance work, again, with whatever work you have, whatever passions you have, you can offer your services to different companies, to different individuals looking to hire somebody to work for them. And this is often done through an online platform like Fiverr or Upwork. There are some other ones out there as well with different pros and cons to each. So again, do your homework with that. But freelancing is a great way to work from home, to work from anywhere. Once you grow your portfolio and you can really accurately present the skills that you have, freelancing can become very, very viable for you as a full-time career, let alone just a side career. So freelancing is often done through things like media. I can think of, for me, example, the freelance work that I have done would be something like a voiceover. So somebody created a podcast, they needed somebody to do an introduction to their podcast, so they asked me to do that. And I said, yeah, sure, boom, I've done that. It was a great experience for me. Now I can put my services out there on one of those platforms that I like Fiverr, and I can say, if you need a voiceover artist here, I'm available for that. So that is a great example of freelancing. And I personally love hiring people from freelance web pages to make logos or to do some media work or something that I might deem, for me, might be more valuable to spend my time and my energy doing something else, and in exchange for money, somebody else is going to do that work for me. So I'm delegating that task when you really think about it. So that is number 9. And then number 10 is social media manager, is what I'm going to call it. And similar to number 1, which is the e-commerce specialist, this is more geared towards setting up systems and processes and things that companies or individuals, personal brands can use to sell and turn a profit using the internet. But social media manager is just really making sure that those companies, those businesses and personal brands, or whatever it is, organization, are really establishing a media presence online that they're comfortable with, that they're happy with, and really that serves the purpose that they want to establish their online presence for, which might be to sell something. That could be the case, but it could also just be to grow their message, grow their influence, make connections with people, network for a variety of different reasons. So social media manager is something that people right now are getting paid $500 a month to $2,000 a month doing. And really, in some cases, they're doing very little work. They might be able to work efficiently, work for 4 or 5 hours in that entire month for a certain company brand, really schedule and automate things so it goes up when it needs to, and really $2,000 for 4 or 5 hours of work is something, because you have those skills that somebody else might not, like at a big company, or maybe your local carpenter wants to establish an online presence, but they don't know how to do that. They might be willing to pay you a fair chunk of change every single month to run that. So that is ultimately a list of 10 jobs that you can start literally right now, working from home or wherever you are. And I think that there is plenty of potential here. I hope that this video really gives you an introduction, a little bit of insights, and as well, really kind of make sure that you understand the potential that is there for these different jobs. Again, if you have any questions about these, or maybe you want to specialize in 1 or 2 or 3 of these different areas, please reach out to me. I've left a link down below for coaching options that I have really for branding in these different areas. And I'd be excited to chat with you, see what your goals are, and see what you're ultimately interested in. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in as well. Please click the thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos related to living your greatest life through personal development, health, wealth, and more. I want to say thanks for watching this video. Remember, choose greatness every day, and I'll see you next time.